Michelle Loves Books here. I'm here with a book haul. So first, I'm going to start with The Fool's Girl by Celia Rees. I'll read the facts for you. Nothing can come between us now that we have found each other. Stefano kissed her and Violet felt her emotions slip and tilt. When they said that the world was different, they could not run away together into some unknown future. But the time would come, meanwhile, he could help her. They would find a way to regain the relic. Together they would return it to its rightful place in Illyria. Would be a sovereign state again. She would marry Stefano and they would rule as lord and lady. All would be restored. Illyrians kept their promises. One day I just got this, I think, at a dollar store, and it looked really good, so I hope you check it out and review it to you later on. Next is High Society by Ali Carter. It's a New York Times bestseller. It was $3 at a book fair. And here's the back. When Katerina Bishop was 3, her parents took her to the Louvre to Kasich for his 7th birthday. Katerina and her uncle Eddie traveled to Austria to steal the crown jewels. When Kat turned 15, she planned a con of her own, scamming her way into the best boarding school in the country, determined to leave the family business behind. Soon Kat's friend, a former co-conspirator, the gorgeous Hale, appears, pulling her back into the world she has just escaped. But he has a good reason. A powerful mobster's priceless art collection has been stolen, and he wants to return it. Now, only a master thief would have to pull off his job. And Kat's father isn't just on the suspect list, he is the list. Caught between Interpol and a far more deadly enemy, Kat's dad needs her help. Kat's solution: track down the painting and steal them back. So what if it's a particularly impossible job? She's got 2 weeks, a teenage crew, and hopefully just enough talent to pull off the biggest heist in her family's very crooked history. And with any luck, she might just be the one able to steal her life back along the way. I just thought it'd be cool to get, and it was only $3. So if you want to check it out, High Society, Ali Carter. Next is Blacklight. This is by Patrick Melton, Marcus Dunstan, and Stefan Romano. This is a debut thriller by writers from the Saw franchise. Here's the back. Imagine this: a coil of steel over 2 city blocks, long, moving faster than anything else on Earth. Even ghosts are afraid of it. But you probably wouldn't know what that means. You have no idea that this roiling column of metal could rip you apart, soul and all, and that you might never come back. At least, not as skin and bones. You don't know because most of the people don't believe in ghosts. They think this kind of stuff is just make-believe, stories they tell kids around a campfire. I guess I don't have to tell you they're wrong. They're very wrong. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about me first. So if you want to check it out, it's Blacklight by Patrick Melton, Marcus Dunstan, and Stefan Romano. So if you like thrillers like that, it'll be perfect for you. Next, I Have Never Was, Book 2 of the Amber Ash trilogy. I haven't read Book 1. I also got this at the same book fair I got High Society at, by Kelly Moore Tucker-Reid and Larkin Reed. And on the back it says, I was 16 the second time I had my first kiss. Sarah Parsons has come to live at Amber House, her family's century-old estate whose rooms echo with ghostly reminders of the past. But the past and the present have gone horribly wrong somehow. The colonists lost the 1776 insurrection. The American Confederation of the States still struggle with segregation, and Sarah is haunted by the visions of a time when things were different, a time that never was. As New Year's approaches, Sarah tries to settle into the house, helping her parents plan a grand exhibition, flirting with the handsome Richard Holloway. and getting to know her childhood friend Jackson again, but when new evil rises, she must enlist the help of those closest to her for a darling mission that will reset time altogether. It will involve objects from the past, knowledge to the future, a leap into the unknown, and in the end, a sacrifice Sarah never imagined. If you want to see that, Never Was, Kelly Moore, Tucker Reed, and Larkin Reed. Next is the Chronicles of Vladimir Todd, 12th Grade Kills, by Heather Brewer. This is like one of the last ones, and I haven't read the first 4 books, so I need to get those too. But I got this at the same book fair I got the others at. There's no back to this one, but there's one in the front. It says, "It all comes down to this. Vlad's running out of time. The Elysian Council has given him only weeks to live, and that's if the Slayer Society doesn't kill him, along with all the citizens of Bathory first. Then there's an issue of Vlad's father, who may or may not still be alive after all these years. Oh yeah, and a tiny little detail in the Pravis prophecy about Vlad enslaving vampire kind and the human race, so much for college applications." This is the epic finale to Heather Brewer's Heart-Stopping Chronicles of Vladimir Todd. So if you want to watch that, well, read that. You can't watch it. It's 12th Grade Kills by Heather Brewer. Next I have Forevermore by Cindy Miles. I got this at the same book fair. And it says, "On a misty cliffside mystery and romance await. Ivy Calhoun's life has been turned upside down. Her new stepdad has brought Ivy and her mom to live in an actual castle in the misty Scottish countryside. There are stone-faced servants and shadowy corridors full of secrets. Ivy is at once frightened and intrigued." And up next I have Unbroken, a Ruin novel by Paula Morris. This says, "New Orleans, where the streets swirl with jazz and beauty, where the houses breathe with ghosts. A year ago, Becca Brown escaped death in New Orleans cemetery. Now she has returned to this haunting city. She is hoping to see a handsome Anson Gray, the boy who may or may not have her heart." Next, I have Fall from Grace by Charles Benoit. I got this at the Teen Book Fair, and this says, "I need you to steal something from me." Grace has always had a plan. There's her plan to get famous, her plan to get rich, and above all, her plan to have fun. Sawyer has plenty of plans, too. Plans made for him by his mother, his father, his girlfriend. Maybe they aren't his plans, but they are plans. When Sawyer meets Grace, he wonders if he should come up with a few plans himself. Plans about what he actually wants to be. Plans to speak his own mind for a change. Plans to maybe help Grace with a little art theft. Wait a minute, plans to what? So if you want to see that, Fall from Grace by Charles Benoit. Next, I have The Flight of Gemma Hardy, a novel by Margot Livesey. So this says, "When her widower father drowns at sea, Gemma Hardy is taken from her native Iceland to Scotland to live with her kind uncle and his family, but the death of her doting guardian leaves Gemma under the care of her resentful aunt, and it soon becomes clear that she is nothing more than an unwelcome guest at the Yew House. When she receives a scholarship to the private school, 10-year-old Gemma believes she has found the perfect solution and eagerly sets out again to find a new home. However, at Claypool, she finds herself treated as an unpaid servant." So if you want to see that, it's The Flight of Gemma Hardy by Margot Livesey. Next, I have Lockwood & Co., The Screaming Staircase. I got it at the same book fair that I got The High Society at. It says, "A sinister problem has occurred in London. All All nature of ghosts, haunts, spirits, and specters are appearing throughout the city, and they aren't exactly friendly. Only young people have the psychic abilities required to see and eradicate these supernatural foes. As many different psychic investigation agencies have cropped up to handle the dangerous work, they are fierce in competition for business. So if you want to see that, Lockwood and Co's Screaming Staircase by Jonathan Stroud. Next, I have The Book of Mortal by Ted Dekker and Tosca Lee. This is about, this is book 2 in the Book of Mortal series, so you can find the book 1 first. This says, centuries have passed and civilization's brush with the apocalypse. The world's greatest threats have all been silenced. There is no anger, no hatred, no war, and there is only perfect peace and fear. A terrible secret has been guarded for centuries. Every single soul walking the earth, through an appearance totally normal, is actually dead, having been genetically stripped of their true humanity. If you want to watch that, Mortal, book 2 in the series Immortals. So, if you want to check that out, it's by Ted Dekker and Tosca Lee. Next, I have The Garden of the Purple Dragon. From now on, I won't be reading the backs. I'll just show you the front and tell you what I thought of it. I thought it'd be cool. At the time, I was really interested in dragons, and still am. I love dragons. Well, books about them, because dragons aren't really real. But if you think so, that's your choice. And next is A Thunderous Whisper. I think it'd be nice to read. And it looks like there'd be mystery and maybe even a love story. And next is The Shamer's War. This is book 4 in the Shamer Chronicles, so you can find the first 3, because I didn't read them. I think someone gave this to me, but as it looks, The Shamer's War by Lean Caberle. And next I have Manor of Secrets by Catherine Longshore. I got this at a book fair. It looks very menacing, like devious maids on the back. And I want to see what that's about. So when I'm finished with it, I'll share the reviews. And next is Bewitching Season by Marissa Doyle. I thought this one looked very menacing as well. And the 16th, 15th century dresses only made it that much better. And I can't wait to read it because I love stories about the paranormal. Next is Hope in a Jar. I got this at the dollar store. And the girl at the counter said it was a really good book, so thought I'd try it out. Next is Populazzi by Elise Salin. I don't know how to feel, but I got this at the dollar store as well, and it looked pretty cool. And it was only $1, so I felt I should get it. Next is Stargazer, The Land of Alien, book 4. Of course, I have to read the first 4 too, but as you all know, well, if you don't know, I love stars. And it looked like the perfect story for me. And next is Out of Sight, Out of Mind. Well, Out of Sight, Out of Time by Allie Carter. My friend gave this to me the other day. And I love books about spies as well. And I also have Only the Good Spy Young as well she gave to me. And I don't think these are all the first books, so I gotta find those as well. And lastly is Boy Nobody by Alan Zadoff. This is probably what I'll read next. It looks really cool. And I will read the back for this one. It says, who is Boy Nobody? The perennial new kid at school, new town, new name, new mission, the perfect assassin. Eliminate your target and move on. No fear, no sympathy, no remorse. But this time is different. The stakes are deadlier. The memories are surfacing. And the boy nobody is about to find out who he really is. So if you want to find that out, boy nobody, Alan Zadoff. Thank you for watching my haul. Please like